Hi, I'm Byron Chaves, Lake Fork Guide. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite techniques in late spring, and that's fishing a bluegill. Today we have some FishLab baits called the Bio-Gill, and there's 3 different baits that I'd like to talk to you today about. First bait I want to talk to you about is a Bio-Gill Wake bait. This has a 3-segment, 2-joint, and what that's going to do, it also has a lip, and this is a floating bait. What that's going to do is this is going to just be right up on the surface, just making that wake just underneath the surface. It's got a real tight wiggle to it. It's kind of a faster bait. It's moving across that water column pretty fast. It's not going to give those fish much time to think about it, but a really nice little imitation of a bluegill here. Sometimes also an injured fish can't get down to the bottom, and they're just going to hover right on top of that surface. Also really good if there's a lot of weeds, especially if you got weeded mats that are just a foot underwater. This is also an excellent choice, swimming these over those bluegill beds and just out beyond those bluegill beds. This is a BioGill swim bait right here. This is a 2-segment bait, 3-section bait here. This is a slow sink bait. It's got 2 treble hooks on it. And typically I'm going to fish this on a medium heavy action rod with 15-pound line with probably a 6'3", 6'6" gear ratio. I don't want it to go too fast. The slower I reel it, the deeper it's going to go. The faster I reel it, the shallower I'm going to go. But typically I'm going to be fishing this in about anywhere from 6 inches of water to say 4 feet of water. I'm going to give it a moderate retrieve and pretty much just a steady retrieve on these. Typically late spring, early summer, the bluegills are going to be on beds, and those bass will sit around nearby waiting for them bluegills to get off them beds. And that's when this bait here can be pretty effective for you. The next one I have for you is a Bio-Gill glide bait. This bait here is a 2-segment bait, 1 joint. And what that's going to do, just that 1 joint difference, that's going to create this bait to take a real wide swimming action. It's a real slow presentation. Sometimes that wide action is just a little different presentation and will get you those bites that swim bait won't. And I'm going to also use this on the same rod. I'm going to use probably a 7-foot medium heavy action with 15-pound line, maybe even a 7.2 medium heavy action with a 6'6" gear ratio reel. If you'd like to learn more about the Bio-Gill baits, visit FishLabTackle.com.